Hey guys, Monster here, coming in another quick review for you guys, this time of Saints Row 4. Now before I get into this review, yes, I do know that this was originally DLC. They scrapped it and turned it into Saints Row 4. I know that, okay, before anyone starts commenting about that. And yes, if anyone is wondering if that is actually what happened, or if this was a completely different game, no, that is basically what happened. It's obvious from half the shit that happens in this game was advertised in that DLC, and plus it follows the same sort of storyline as was planned for the DLC. But here's the thing, they did delay it by a year. That's the thing. They didn't just say, okay, scrap the DLC, we'll fucking add a couple of bits to it and release it as a full game. What they actually did was, in that year, they worked a fuckload into this game, because I'm assuming that the DLC would not be this expansive, and yeah, this is in no way is this just plain old DLC. They have put a lot into this game, guys, before you just go expecting that they added a little bit into the game and then just released it as a full game. No, they have added a lot into it, so you don't need to worry about that. Just want to cover that straight, first point. So first of all, the gameplay in the game. Now, the campaign's gameplay was different to all the other Saints Rows. Let me just put it that way. It's close to Saints Row 3, but for the most part, it's not, because as you know, you've got powers in this game. So it's what it reminded me of was a mixture of Crackdown, Prototype, and Saints Row 3. If you like at least 2 of the 3 of those games, you'll probably like Saints Row 4 for its gameplay, at least. Anyways. Not every mission in the game gives you the powers. Half the missions in the game take away your powers, so it's not as easy as people have led you on to believe. It is easy to a certain degree. Like, things you can get through levels fairly effortless without dying. There's a few where there's slight difficulty spikes where it's slightly harder, but for the most part you can get through this without dying once. As I was saying, half the missions, they take away your powers for the missions, and you will not be able to use them. So if you think you're going to have powers the whole way through this game, you will not. And same with some of the side missions and that. And the gameplay for the side missions is a lot like Saints Row 3, actually. That's the one part that is still a lot like Saints Row 3, the side missions. They're different, and they've added new ones in, and they've tweaked it a bit. But if you've played Saints Row 3, you will be at home with the side missions, and they're still as good as you remember. So gameplay-wise, I love Saints Row's gameplay style, ever since 3 actually. 1 and 2 I wasn't a big fan of, but 3 and 4, I love the gameplay style. So I'm going to give this one an 8.5. It's not quite as good as Saints Row 3. Saints Row 3's gameplay I'd probably give a 9. But this is very good, and I'll give it an 8.5 gameplay-wise. The story of the game is pretty mental and confusing and contradictory, but you're not buying this game for the storyline. So I mean, for a game storyline, for a video game storyline, for considering how mental this fucking game is, they did a decent job with the storyline, I've got to say. So storyline wise, I'd probably get a 7. Characters, I like pretty much all the characters. There's only like a couple of them that annoyed me. The majority of them I just found really good and really funny in that. So character wise, I'll probably give it an 8.5 to a 9. Humour wise, since this game relies heavily on humour, I actually love Saints Row's idea of humour, like their take on adding humour into a video game. Like they use parodies, they use crude humour, they use smart humour, they even put a lot of heart into the game. The humour works great in this game. It's probably the best part. So humour-wise, I'm going to give this game a 9.5. So round it all up, we'll probably get to an 8.5 to a 9. Highly recommended. Don't buy it expecting GTA, because it's not GTA. It's a completely different game. And I'm not a big fan of GTA, but I love Saints Row. So yeah, if you're not a big fan of GTA, you'll probably love Saints Row. If you are a big fan of GTA, you might not feel that great about Saints Row. But like that, because they're completely different games. I know they look similar and people have compared them repeatedly, but they're completely different games. So yeah, highly recommended if you're into Saints Row, Crackdown, Prototype. If you're into 2 of the 3 of those games, you'll probably love this. Or if you're into all 3, you will love this. So yeah, that was my quick review of Saints Row 4. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and this is Master Swifty signing out.